our first stop today is at the Newton Robotics, and this is really interesting here, folks. So much to learn right here in our county. I am here with some fine, very smart individuals. Actually, two co-captains who have graduated. Now they're passing the baton to all these smarty pants behind me. Liam, tell me a little bit about Newton Robotics. What is it?
So Newton Robotics team is a high school robotics team here in Newton, New Jersey. We're from Newton High School. It ranges from freshmen to sophomores. We compete in the first robotics competition every year. And so what that means is in the beginning of each January, for 6 weeks, we have to build a new robot that would fulfill the challenge. And throughout the year, we also have to, make sure that we influence STEM towards other people around the community. And pretty much, it's an educational experience for all high school students to get involved in the STEM field.
Now that's really neat. Now, what made you want to be a part of something like this in this interesting club?
This group opens so many doors for so many people, especially being a woman in a STEM field. There's such a demand in our culture in these days for engineers, for just anyone in the sciences. And to be able to do something like this allows you to network and make connections, which you wouldn't normally get as a high school student.
I love it. I love it. And I love that maybe possibly as a woman in what maybe used to be a man's field, you can step right in there and make your mark.
Yeah, actually, I just graduated. I'm going off into a science field right now. So
awesome. Where are you going?
I'm going to the University of Rhode Island.
Good for you. Very cool. So Liam, tell me a little bit more. So now when you guys do these robotic challenges, what are they looking for when you build this robot?
So when we build this robot, they're really looking for pretty much to see how well your team can actually work on the field and how the robot design, how the robot design is unique and creative. So there's actually several awards that you can win for the robot. But other than that, they're really looking for teamwork, and gracious professionalism is a thing that they have, that where everybody works together in a professional environment.
Right. Keys to life, folks. What we need to learn is gracious professionalism and how really you take that into the workforce. So I really like that. Now, you said earlier to me at the end point of building this robot, it's done. You said bag it, tag it, done. No longer. How strict are they on that rule?
It's actually very strict. As Liam mentioned, there's 6 weeks, so everyone gets together in the beginning of the 6 weeks. The challenge is released to everyone at the very same time, and then you have 6 weeks to then go ahead, design your robot, collaborate with your team, and actually build it and produce it. And then once the 6 weeks is over, you literally put your robot in a giant plastic bag. They have a little tag that you zip tie onto it, and there's even like a sheet. Your coach has to sign it, fill it out. It's very strict. They are very serious about only 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's interesting. Now, how did you guys do last year? Pretty good? Team Aperture?
So this year we actually made it to St. Louis. We made it to the International World Championship, and we won a industrial safety award out of, I think, about 138 teams in our division.
Very cool.
Both divisions, I think, right? Yeah. And it's pretty much a big accomplishment for us. We actually did very well this year. The robot did very well this year.
You guys know your stuff, and I am very impressed. I'm many moons older than you guys, so I think if they had this back in the day, I can see a lot of people really taking it to the next level out in the workforce. I think it's wonderful. So, folks, nice job. Keep at it. I'm going to check up on you next year and see who Fluffy's friend's going to be next year here, okay? All right. I encourage you all to keep at it. And, folks, if you're interested in something like this, is there a website or anything that they can look into?
Yep. So currently we're actually rebuilding our website right now. So we're revamping it, sort of. Okay. You can go to www.newtonroboticsteam.org or newtonrobotics.org. Sorry, newtonrobotics.org. And you can see what we've got here. We have a Facebook and we have an Instagram that you guys can follow as well.
And actually there's another website too. It's www.firstinspires.org, which is the website for the international organization, which will also detail all the other teams that are out there all over the world, not just us too.
Talented group of kids here. Thanks, folks.